Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Jaguars. Take Bigsby. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And that tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Rodgers to throw on second down.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for Las Vegas first down.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get 4 there, now to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown! Devontae Adams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the
touchdown, Jaguars. Tank Bigsby with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third down and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on, boys, keep it going. Take it to him.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Jacobs going to try to middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people wanting to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers. left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a real... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when you see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before missed the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. left. This is Jacobs. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
To throw is Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Jacobs now.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Running it with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown Raiders.
Denzel Mims.
28 yards.
And the Raiders have taken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then it's the wide receiver. Great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's a give to Bigsby. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. Lawrence. Complete to Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A give running right, Etienne. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 59 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Once again, it's Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Rodgers.
Caught by Mayer.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. Worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run it with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd down and 8.
Rodgers going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Throwing is Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22.
The
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Bigsby.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. Able to find Jones.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Here's 1st down. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here's Lawrence.
This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
The left side completion to Jones.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how do you let a guy get that wide open in the 2-minute drill?
There's absolutely no way that that's coached or taught. That's an absolute complete breakdown on that play.
Bigsby will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Oh, it's an enormous call here. They'll go for 2. One play to keep their postseason alive. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers.
Pass complete. It's Adams.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Rodgers to throw.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Play like a team. Baby. That's right, team. Let's do this.
This is 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. It's about time, fellas. So much you're working with now. It's about time.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good.